Hello folks, I'm Brian Manzella. I'd like to invite all of you to attend the first annual Brian Manzella Golf Swing Symposium. It's going to be held Monday, October the 11th, 2010 in Scottsdale, Arizona at the Hilton Garden Inn North. That's the Perimeter Center location. It's going to be from 9 a.m. in the morning to 5 p.m. in the afternoon. And it's what we like to call the anti-summit. I've attended all the PGA teaching and coaching summits way back to Dallas in 1988. I've attended all the MIT Better Golf Through Technology when they took a run at hosting summits. I've been to all the Golfing Machine summits, and I've been to the AMF summits, another organization besides the PGA and the Golfing Machine that I belong to. Most of these summits, if not all of them, were all seminars. There's an expert speaker, he talks for an hour or so, and then sometimes there's questions and sometimes there isn't. Sometimes the idea of asking questions is completely not encouraged at all, and maybe even that right might be taken away from the attendees. This is not like that at all. This is going to be a non-traditional golf education event. We aim not only to take the knowledge that the people on the two panels I'm going to talk about in a second have, to get that knowledge to you, the attendees. We hope that with the attendees' help, the real world panel and the expert scientific golf panel, that we're going to maybe come up with some new ideas and some new things that previously maybe were never thought of, or maybe they were thought of but they just wasn't quite exactly scientifically correct and maybe linked together. So at most seminars, the general idea is that the people up front know more than the people out in the audience. But this time, we hope to really learn as much from the attendees as we do from the experts. And let me tell you, I'll put these three experts against anybody. Our scientific panel, Phil Cheatham, the 3D guy, developer of many motion analysis systems, including the AMM, very big expert on the kinematic sequence, the head biomechanist for Titleist TPI. We have Paul Wood, the research engineer, senior research engineer for Ping. Brilliant guy, expert on how the club works during the swing, obviously working for Ping, but also on ball flight and impact physics, which there's a lot of confusion about, and having his insight will be valuable to this symposium. And last but not least, Dr. Aaron Zick, who's a petroleum engineer by trade, but basically a physics expert who has done a math model, multi-segment math model, that's one of the best things ever done of its kind in golf swing research. And he's been the acting physics czar for the, or expert for the Golfing Machine for a few years. Of course, I met him at Golfing Machine Summits, where he's absolutely a brilliant presenter, taking complicated things and making them easy to understand. This is going to comprise our scientific panel. And then we have a real world panel that really don't have any more standing at this proceeding than the people like yourself that attend. Michael Finney from Owl Creek Country Club in Louisville, Michael Jacobs, Explosive Golf School, Rock Hill Golf Club, Long Island, Kevin Shields of Sewickley Heights outside of Pittsburgh in Pennsylvania, Damon Lucas, Director of Instruction at Lake Presidential outside of Washington, D.C. And you, the attendees. What we're going to have is topics of discussion. I'll tell you what the first one is. First one is, how much weight should be on the left foot at impact? Should it be 80%, like some people commonly are saying now? Should it be 50? They did a test a few years ago. They didn't do a very good scientific job. They had scales in Golf Digest. We got three experts, the biomechanist, the impact guy, the physics and engineer. We're going to get the answers to these questions at this seminar. We're going to take them home. If you're a golf swing aficionado, if you're a golf teacher, if you're a golf theorist, this is your event. You have a theory or you belong to a methodology that espouses the fact that they have some science behind them, like the Golfing Machine, like Morad, like Stack and Tilt, like the one-planers, one-plane, two-plane, or you might have your own ideas, own theories. This is the place to come with one of these ideas at a time and we're going to test them. We're going to try to see if it gets past the real world people and the audience, and then does it pass the muster of the 3 scientists. If it does, you got something you're going to be able to take home and basically brag about for 99 years. And let me tell you, for the methodologies that don't have any attendees, we'll ask the questions for you because we want to know. We want to know who's right about things like how much axis tilt and when happens in a golf swing. We want to know how long is this club really on the ball and impact. Is there any such thing as horizontal hinging? The kinematic sequence, what's the best way to perform that? And a lot of other things. We're going to try to get to as many topics as we can, and we need all day to do it. Now, the attendees are going to have continental breakfast, they have a buffet lunch, snack in the afternoon, and we're going to keep the conversation lively, and we're going to go at it real good. If you want to debate your idea against the people that are there, if maybe they don't agree with you, you're welcome to debate. If you want to challenge any of the experts, the scientific guys, go ahead and have at them. Those guys are pretty smart. You better come with some good stuff. In other words, what this is going to be is really the anti-summit. This is going to be an interactive thing with, in all modesty aside, which I've never been accused of, an expert that's moderating. Somebody that actually knows something about the golf swing, or at least knows about other people's theories besides their own. And what we're going to do at this thing is we're going to take golf instruction, we're going to turn it upside down, we're going to shake it a little bit, and we're going to see what comes out the other side. And like I've told a lot of people talking about this event, not really concerned if everything I teach turns out to be complete junk. I'll just go home and teach the new stuff tomorrow. But I intend to learn a lot. We could have easily, the Manzella Academy instructors and friends of the Manzella Academy, we could have easily got these 3 guys, paid their day rate, got in a room and stole all the information for ourselves. So what fun would that be? I mean, you die 100 years old, and they talk about your life, and they say, well, that guy Brian Manzella, Mike Finney, he knew a lot, but we don't know exactly what it is. No, we want to share. We want to know what you know. We're going to tell you what we know. We're going to learn what the scientists know. And at the end of the day, we're all going to be smarter for it. It's only $250. You can go to brianmanzella.com/anti-summit and register. We're going to have a lot of fun, and we hope to see you there.